They tell us aging is about numbers, the graying hair, the wrinkled skin, the date on your birth certificate. But that's a lie. You don't age when your body grows old. You age the moment your soul stops reaching, when you no longer wonder, no longer hope, when you stop imagining something beyond your current life. That's when the decay begins, not in the flesh, but in the spirit. A child doesn't fear dreaming. They'll build castles from dirt, make kingdoms from cardboard, fall in love with the sky and speak to the moon. They aren't weighed down by the fear of failure, by the voice that says that's not realistic. Because to a child, the dream is reality, and what they see in their minds is just as important as what they hold in their hands. But then we grow up, and the world teaches us to shut that down. We're told to be practical, to keep our feet on the ground, to let go of those childish dreams. They say dreams are a luxury, something you grow out of, a thing for the naive, not the wise. But maybe we've misunderstood wisdom. Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." And yet most people spend their lives burying their deepest longings under a pile of expectations. They trade passion for predictability, exchange wonder for a paycheck, sacrifice soul for stability. Until one day, they wake up in a quiet house with a quiet heart and realize they've quietly died without anyone noticing. But here's the truth. Dreaming is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity for the soul to remain alive. You can be 20 and already ancient inside, or you can be 70 and still burn with the fire of a future that hasn't happened yet. Age isn't time, it's resistance. And the more you resist becoming, the older you become. Somewhere along the way, many start confusing safety with meaning. They think comfort equals happiness. That routine is fulfillment. But what they're really chasing is a kind of slow death that doesn't hurt too much. The truth is, dreaming does hurt. It stings. Because it means admitting you're not done yet, that you still want something, that you're still becoming. And that's terrifying, because it makes you vulnerable. It means you can still fail, you can still be rejected, but it also means you're still alive. Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." And dreaming gives you that why. A reason to wake up, a reason to keep going even when your legs are tired and your hope is thin. Dreams are not just visions of the future. They are bridges, connecting who you are with who you are meant to be. They keep the inner fire warm even when the world goes cold. Look at history. The greatest minds never grew up in the conventional sense. Da Vinci still sketched fantastical machines in his 60s. Michelangelo sculpted until his hands gave out. Toni Morrison wrote novels in her 80s. And some of the greatest scientific breakthroughs were born in the minds of those who refused to let their curiosity die. Their bodies may have aged, but their vision kept them timeless. Because when you dream, you transcend the limits of age, status, time, and expectation. But what if you don't know what your dream is? Then start small. Start by noticing. What makes your heart flicker? What makes time disappear? What would you do even if no one paid you, no one praised you, no one noticed at all? The dream doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to change the world. Sometimes the most important dream is the one that brings you back to yourself. You see, dreaming isn't about chasing success. It's about chasing aliveness. It's about having the courage to want something more than just survival. And if you still have even a flicker of that, if there's still one corner of your soul that whispers, "What if?" then you are not old. You are still in the dance of becoming. You are still sculpting the masterpiece that is your life. So if you've stopped dreaming, start again. Build badly. Fail gloriously. Imagine recklessly. Let your heart ache for things you can't yet reach. Because that ache, that hunger, is proof you're still here. Still human. Still becoming. And as long as you are becoming, you are not finished. You are not done. You are not old. Not yet.
If this made you pause, if you're drawn to deeper truths and quiet strength, then you're in the right place. Like, subscribe, and keep exploring with us. See you in the next one.